was like, don't ask me no questions, or it's none of your business. And I was like, who is you talking to? Like, you doing stuff with me and you don't want me asking no questions? Hey you guys, it's your girl Sephora back with another video, and today's video I'm finna give y'all a story time about the time that I got myself in a bad relationship, okay? Alright, so I'm gonna just be honest. I should have been knew something wasn't right with him just off the many red flags that he has from the jump start. But I just kind of played into it. I don't know. I was expecting something different, a thrill. I don't know. I'm a Gemini. Like, I don't know what I was really expecting, to be honest, but we're gonna get into it, okay? So we gonna call him Steven. Yeah, we're gonna stick with Steven. So I met Steven on a night that I had to go home, and I needed an Uber because at this time I didn't have a car. So I had an Uber come pick me up from, I think it was like a restaurant or something. So Steven was all dressed up, like his car was smelling good, like, and I was high as, I don't know what, like just on 10, okay? On 10. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, it's a vibe in here. And I was like, no, I don't want to be flirting with my Uber driver, but like, why is he hitting? So I already know this is, y'all finna judge me on this. I already know. It's fine. It's fine. But still. So I was like listening to him talk about relationship advice on his TikTok that he had. So while I'm listening to his video about relationship advice, it sounded like he knew what he wanted. Like, he was basically talking about a video where a girl cheated on a guy and she was exposed and all those things. So he was sounding really like intelligent and very like just someone I would want to spend time with just off the basic rip, because the way he described things. But he was getting a little annoying when he couldn't say tree. He couldn't say number 3. He was saying tree. Whole time I did hear him speak because he was talking to me a little bit. And like, I was like, why does the voice in the video sound like his voice? And then at the very end, when the video finally ended and there was a lot of key points of describing how a relationship builds up until an ending part of a relationship, then he was like, yeah, that's me. That's me. You didn't know that was me? And I was like, but y'all, I have to admit, I was lusting after this man, because I don't know, I just thought he was just so manly and just so different from what I'm like you normally would go for. So I was like, okay, I like that. So after my Uber driver had got to my crib or whatever, and he seen where I was living at, that should have been the first thing. But he was like, once I got out of his car and I was saying bye, he was like, you're so beautiful like a flamingo. Also forgot to mention that I was talking about like some of my previous relationship issues as well when I was in the car, because I thought we was cool, like we was conversing. But when he started complimenting me when I got out of the car, I just was like, oh. And he was like, I see why the guys at work is fighting over you. So I was like, dang. Y'all, but it shouldn't have been that simple, but I did let it be that simple. So he was like, let me get your number. So he got my number, and there it was. That's how everything started. My fault. So we did start talking and everything like that, and we decided to plan out for a meetup for the first time. So I met up with him at his house. Okay, I know this is bad, but I met him at his house, and he seemed like really nice. He wanted to watch movies. He just wanted to chill. Like, he didn't even want nothing. He just wanted to chill. That was actually the truth. So I was like, oh. So not even a month in, we was already clashing with each other. So we had an instance where I told him I could cook salmon or something, and he wanted me to cook for him. And that turned into us almost like literally getting into a fight where he went silent on me, wasn't responding. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go, because this is not what I came here for. Like, it got to that, and literally, let me tell y'all, it was literally in like the first couple of weeks getting to know him. But of course I wanted to get like over something, so I was like, I'm gonna put myself in this situation and just keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying. So we would go out. He would take me to like restaurants just to go try like certain foods and stuff. I would notice that he was being like cheapskate. Not to say I don't know what his bank account looking like, because it's none of my business, because I really don't really care about that. But it was just like I could notice certain like tensions with him and how I was being more open with him. I was telling him a lot about my past relationship with my son's father. I was telling him about like relationships that I had been in and what I had been through. But when I would talk to him, he wasn't so open. But he did mention where he used to be with one of his like ex-girlfriends. She cheated on him supposedly, and it was for a phone. Now he's African, and he said he was from, I think, Gabonese. I'm not sure what tribe he said he from, but the whole story of what he told me didn't even sound legit. But I believe. I can only imagine y'all just like, this girl is stupid, just plain out stupid. Honestly, I just wanted to be loved and for someone to love me. But the thing is, the main thing is loving myself. And wanting to get in a relationship is not everything. Like, it really isn't. Especially if that person isn't conversing with you for real. But I was more attracted to the mind of him. When we would have like conversations about like real life stuff, I would just be like, oh, like, you know, it would catch me off guard. Someone I can communicate with, you know? But to end all the small talk and all of that, the reason why we ended was the night of after, I think it was like around New Year's, what ended things was I was asking him questions like where he had got this wine and stuff. And he was like, don't ask me no questions or it's none of your business. And I was like, who is you talking to? Like, you doing stuff with me and you don't want me asking no questions? So I was like, you remind me of my ex, and I don't like that. Like, and he was like, I'm none of him. I'm none. So a lot of the personal information that I told him about me and my son's father, the things that we had went through, he decided it's okay to bring it up when we're arguing. And he was like, I'm not none of your baby daddy. I don't beat on you. Now, I never told him that my son's father ever beat on me. I told him about instance that took place, and he thought it was okay to say that. So I was like, oh no. So I was like, you know what, I'm finna leave, because that's what I always do. Like, I don't want to fight. I don't like arguing. So I was like, I grabbed my stuff, and it was a lot that led up to me wanting to leave, because we had been arguing like a lot, like weekly, and he kind of just wanted to make it up with you know what. And I was like, no, this ain't a movie scene. And I'm not like somebody's little play toy you want to manipulate. You think just because I'm young, like you're just gonna like just play over me. Just because you think I'm going through certain things, like you just gonna play over me. That's not gonna happen. So when I was trying to leave, he wouldn't let me leave, and he was squeezing my arm like super hard, y'all. Like, I kid you not. And I was like, at night though, he wouldn't let me leave and was telling me I couldn't leave because if something happened to me, he didn't want to have to tell my mom because she was the last person to know where I was at. So I was like, it's more than just that, you know. A lot of things that I used to rah about when I was with my baby daddy, I was like not doing because I wanted to like prove to myself that I've changed and I've done better, because a lot of the stuff that happened in my last relationship, I was thinking like it was my fault, but a lot of it is like valid too, and then some of it is just like, girl, you was tripping. But other than that, like, I was just like, I'm tired of this, grandpa. But yeah, so that happened. I did end up getting out of that house away from him. But I had a realization too. I was like crying and I was upset with myself because I was like, how you gonna do this again? But like, it wasn't that he was a bad person. I think that maybe like, one, I need to focus on me and my son, and then two, like, be careful who you out here dating. And he already had many red flags that I didn't even mention in this video, but tried to excuse me, I tried to sum everything up real fast in this video. I didn't get everything that happened, but just saying like, I should have knew off just being the Uber driver. Like, girl, what the fuck was you thinking? But other than that, just be smart. Like, I don't know. Even if you want love, be patient. Give it to God. Just wait, because the right person will come around and treat you right, you know? But anyway, if y'all want to know some more like this video, I'm gonna do more than just this. But like, if y'all want to know like some more videos or some just more story times, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe for more. And then also, women, y'all, like, people, let me know what was a bad experience for y'all or a bad relationship that y'all experienced and it went cuckoo. Let me know though. Bye.